All right, we on live out.
Shabbat Shalom, Yasharala, it's Great Millstone, Louisiana, New Orleans camp, coming back at you with another live Shabbat lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh
Bahasham
Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Shem
Yahweh
Yahweh double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shabbat Shalom to the hopeful elect. So this lesson, we're just going to go into the easy life, because one thing you notice, if you're an Israelite, if you're someone of so-called Negro or Native Indian descent, when you come into the truth, one of the first things you read is Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you read the curses, because the curses are, as the Lord said, they would be a sign in these last days that would help us identify who the 12 tribes of Israel are. But when you look into the blessings are real short, because the easy life is not complicated. All right, curses are complicated. Having, trying to have things go one way, then there's a monkey wrench thrown in your plans. Having, your whole nation, your heritage stripped from you, your family torn apart. These things complicate your life. But in the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be on earth, it's going to be a very easy life. So start me with that Deuteronomy 28.
Somebody got an echo.
Yeah, you could just mute if you're not reading or talking. You could just mute.
Come. This Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and verse 1. It says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth."
Right. It says, "If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power." Now, one thing we know about the new covenant is that we're going to keep the commandments perfectly. So, what comes with perfection is the blessings. The blessings of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai come with obedience to his commandments, and he's going to force us to keep the commandments. We're going to have new bodies. We're not going to have sinful flesh. We're not going to have desires to do wicked things. We're never going to commit idolatry ever again. There's not going to First of all, there's not going to be any idols in the kingdom. You see an idol, it's going to be hell to tell the captain, as the brother says. So, we're not going to ever worship idols again. We're never going to commit adultery on one another. We're going to keep the commandments perfectly. So we have an easy life to look forward to. And on this side, our people think of keeping the commandments as boring, as evil, as something grievous. As it tells you, to love the Most High is to keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. And in the kingdom, it's not going to be a burden to. You're not going to have to check. Does this food have pork in it? Does this have? Everything's just going to work smooth. It's going to work easy. So keep going.
In this verse 2 it says, "And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power."
It says, "All these blessings shall overtake thee." Imagine being overtaken by blessings. Like you just overwhelmed. You get a blessing, then you get another blessing. And it's like that. Everywhere you turn, your brothers just giving you gifts. You got 144,000 brothers that's just constantly gifting you. Like you overtaken with blessings. You got it, right?
Hey, I just wanted to say this. I was dwelling on this about what 2 hours ago, just thinking like, man, hey yo, we really don't never get a break, bro. If we're not getting plagued physically, mentally, spiritually, it's like we always getting plagued. So when I read this, it's like, damn, we gonna have that, but in reverse, you know. And that's something we can't even, the only way I can imagine it is because I'm being over, we're all being overtaken by the curses. So just imagine it in reverse, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be too many blessings. Like if that's such a thing, you're just gonna like right now you got a problem here. You're dealing with family issues. You're dealing with monetary issues. You got health issues. Like you said, imagine the opposite of that. You just got so many blessings. You don't even know what to like. Bro, just one brother give
Yeah.
you a wife. Another brother give you just some crazy jewelry. Another brother give you this whole plot of land on the other side of the world. You never even like. You just what am I gonna do with all of this? Just overwhelmed with blessings. You know.
You want me to keep going, huh?
Matter of fact, Kabar, if you can get that Psalms 149 and back up what the brother just said.
This Psalms 149 verse 4. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, he will beautify the meek with salvation.
Kind of keep going.
And let the saints be joyful in glory, and let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Right. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, which we can't do that now. You wake up, you got to either go to work or do something menial, just pay all kind of bills. Like you don't wake up just feeling like singing, man. Jake just wake up like, man, I just want to go back to the spirit world. I need some more rest. But in the kingdom, you're gonna love to just sing on your bed, man. That's it's allegorical, but it's gonna be literal. Jake gonna be able to sing. Every Jake gonna have a golden voice. It's gonna be glorious. We're gonna sing on our beds. You can go back in that Deuteronomy though. If the brother has something else too, y'all can bring it out.
Come. Back in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 3, it says, "Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field."
Right. Blessed shall thou be in the city, all right, in Jerusalem and the various towns and cities that the heathen are going to build up, and we're going to take all the credit for the same way we build up their kingdoms, and they take credit for our labors. It's going to be the same thing. We're going to be blessed in the city and in the field. You might have a little cottage somewhere out, just far away when you want to get away. We're going to be blessed everywhere we go. Just like now, we cursed everywhere we go. It's going to be the exact opposite. Keep going.
Verse 4, it says, "Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep."
Right. And the fruit of the body is talking about your seed, your children. Our children are going to be blessed. All right, Jake right now is caught up in all sorts of pyramid schemes and fake, hotepism and wokeism, talking about generational wealth. We need to circulate the black dollar generation. In the kingdom, there's going to be true generational wealth because we're going to, again, keep the commandments. The commandments include, the land Sabbath, passing down real estate to your children. Everything's going to be done decently and in order. So your children are going to be blessed. None of your children are going, you're not going to have to save up. None of your children have to meet a college fund. They're never going to go in debt. You got it, Kaya?
Yeah. See here, we have to work for our substance, all those things, but in the kingdom of heaven, it's gonna be given unto us, man.
God.
Right? It's just gonna be, like you say, delight, plentifulness, all that's just gonna be handed over to you, man. How easy is it for you to just be given something and you just rich? You already rich, and you giving more and more and more and more, man. All right, life just comes easy. All right, at that point, because life consists of what? Your cattle, all right. Your money is, of course, the cattle. You already gonna have dominion. You gonna already have immortality. All right. It's just like what? Everything gonna be simple, man. All right. Understand that. Like everything gonna be simple because what? We have been given it. All right. More or less than we have to work for it, man. We gonna been given this simple life or this easy life, man. That's what makes something easy. All right. When it's given to you in the platform of, there you go, it's already solidified. Everything is already in this order because order makes things easy. Everything that's in order, it'd be easy. If you order your arrange your house and set it up in a certain way, you put the knobs here, the forks here, your underwear here, this detergent here, it's small things, the lawnmower here. If you order everything, everything is easy. And in our kingdom gonna be an ordered arrangement. You gotta do.
That's a beautiful point. I imagine living in a house where you don't know where anything is. You have a bunch of silverware, spoons and forks. You got laundries all over the kitchen. You got just junk everywhere. Like the more chaotic something is, the more difficult it becomes. That's why when you look at the curses, it's all about making Jake's life chaotic. Just having Jake in a constant state of not knowing if you're gonna live or die, not knowing if your woman is dealing with another man, not knowing where your food, who's in charge of your food. Like these things create a complicated life. And like the brother said, the kingdom is going to be the exact opposite of that. And you made a point earlier about everything being given to us. Like a lot of people think that Bill Gates is rich, Donald Trump is rich. They think rich is a few $1 million or a few $100 million. There's actually Edomites that are multi-trillionaires. You have Rothschilds and their relatives and people on that level that they own countries, they own governments, they print money just out of thin air. Those people are actually, they have an easy life. All right, an Edomite that you see on the news, that's a so-called millionaire, he's a so-called CEO. He has to get up early in the morning and work like 15 hours a day. Are you a CEO of a Fortune 500 company? You might be so-called rich, but you still working your ass off, man. in the king, like they're not just given everything. They have to actually work for it. But in the kingdom, we're gonna own people. We're gonna own nations of people, like King Solomon. King Solomon didn't have a day job. His job was just to ruling and having wisdom and applying that wisdom, which we're being given right now, and we're gonna exercise in the kingdom. But you can keep going.
I was gonna say too.
Okay.
She had Buckingham Palace and all this other shit, land.
Yeah.
You know, that was gonna make us rich. We're gonna have land, cattle, slaves. All right, wealth beyond measure, man. Well, we're gonna have the kingdom of heaven. We're talking about power from on high, innumerable power, man. That's why the Lord said, "You're gonna do greater things than I did," and the Lord did some great, marvelous works, man.
Okay.
And the main one, you know, dying for the nation of Israel. We can go through a lot of them, but He said, "You're gonna do more than what I did, man." So it's gonna be crazy. You know, go ahead.
You want to say something, Kyle?
To that point, like Kyle was saying, that order makes it easy on us. Cause think about when before Adam fell, remember everything was easy. You know, when Adam was before he went off, and then once he went against that order, then everything became hard. So same thing. So like so you go against the order, or when everything is out of order, it makes things complicated and hard.
Right. Yeah, I had, if I could say, I had that in Genesis, which I was gonna go the opposite route to show you through the hardships is the opposite of what we're speaking about. All right, but through the hardships, the Lord made things easier. I got that with Adam. This is Genesis 3:18. It says thorns and thistle. Start at 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. See, the ground not going to be cursed in the kingdom. And sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life, man. All right. And we've been eating corrupt, defiled things out of the earth, man. Why? Because the man that's planting in the earth is the wicked. All right. First and foremost. So it says, thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. This is the point. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return into the ground. For out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and to the dust shalt thou return. But the sweat of his face, we not gonna never work in the kingdom. So we not gonna even sweat, man. All right. You know, like you gotta think about this. All the hardships, right? The hardships, the thorns and thistles, having to sweat to get our bread, to get our daily bread. All right, that ain't gonna translate over to the kingdom, man. All right, but Adam, once he went off, he had the what? That was the condition of the battle, man. But when there's no condition to battle, voila, you got it, bro.
God, that's another beautiful point, because since Jacob's a slave, and really these low-level Edomites are slaves too. Everybody other than the elite bankers, they're all slaves. So in a slave culture, you teach people that the value of hard work and discipline and, you know, sweating for a hard day's work, like that's seen as a good thing. Being a hustler, having 8 jobs, a million side hustles, that's glorified to slaves. But in the kingdom, it's not going to be propped up to have, you know, to work 20 hours a day, man. We're going to live a life of actual leisure, because we're working for that now. We're grinding right now so that we could relax in the kingdom. That hard work that's going to pay off, this work that we're doing right now is going to benefit 100-fold in the kingdom. You want to say something?
Yeah, them niggas not slaves, because they got to watch after their kingdom falling. All right? We're going to have an easy life. We're going to have to never watch for our kingdom to fall. Huh? Come on, man. We're going to have easy thoughts, pleasant thoughts. When you go into the word easy in the etymology, pleasant and comfort is synonyms for them. All right, them niggas is watching for their kingdom. Them niggas ain't getting no sleep. Them niggas trillionaires, bro. Like them niggas is in trouble, man. Them niggas slaves too. All right, them niggas slaves because they listen to the Lord. Whatever the Lord tell them to do, they gotta do it, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Imagine you're a trillionaire. You subscribe to Apostle Tahar. You know, like, okay, he's right. You know. Like,
yeah,
man, we're the Edomites. We're about to go into slavery. Like, you're a trillionaire, but you know you're about to go into slavery. Like, you're plagued with that.
Yeah, he don't have easy thoughts. His
Yeah.
thoughts not easy. He's watching after his kingdom. Bro,
Yeah.
we're not gonna have to actually go and watch after our kingdom. We're gonna set righteousness up, and righteousness is ease. All right. It's when judgment rain down as righteousness, as it says in Amos 5:24, that's gonna be the ease. It's gonna already be righteousness, gonna be set in order, man. That's it.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
And we're never going to go off again. So we're never going to go into slavery again. We're never going to lose our blessings. We're going to be overtaken with blessings, as the brother read.
I got a precept for y'all.
Come on, you got it, Bayan.
Come on. This is Jeremiah 31:31, just to back you up. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. Although I was an husband unto them, said the Lord Yahweh, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said the Lord Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. The last verse. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord Yahweh, for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, said the Lord Yahweh. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more.
God, ultimate forgiveness. And that's, brothers be going into that a lot recently. One of the biggest blessings is to not have to teach these niggas ever again, to never have to reprove Jake, to never have to explain Jake, hey, you're an Israelite, you're supposed to keep the commandments. Like, looking forward to not teaching. That's going to be one of the perks of the kingdom. Obviously, dominion, riches, women, gold, all these things. But to have a righteous nation that you never have to reprove, you never have to see some bug out nigga with a hair bun talk about he's gangster. Like, that's not going to exist in our kingdom at all. We're never going to have to go through that ever again.
Yeah, we had to go through yesterday.
Yeah.
A sweaty nigga with phone mics on just talking shit to you, man. Right? Another thuglicious punk, with big glasses on, talking crazy to you, man. We ain't that shit in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Some other fat nigga with a perm with a man bun. He wants to fight. Gotta deal with that shit, right? I got one for you too. But Solomon went into it, man. He called it part of his labor. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 2:4. It says, "I made me great works." You can to Amawat.
Okay.
It says, "I made me great works. I built me houses, and I planted vineyards. I made me gardens, oaks, and I planted trees in them of all kinds of fruits. I made me pour water to water therewith the wood and bring it trees. I got me servants and maidens and servants born in my house. Also, I had great possessions of great and small cattle above all that were in Jerusalem before me. I gathered me also silver and gold in procured treasures of kings in all the provinces. I got me men singers and women singers, and the delights of sons of men in music, and that of all sorts. So I was great and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also, my wisdom remained with me. All right, it says, and whatsoever my eyes desired, I kept not from them. I withheld my heart. I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor. And this was my portion of all my labor. And he didn't really labor, man. All right. But go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I'm glad you brought that out because Samaki, if you give me Deuteronomy 30, one of the things you brothers have to understand, especially you new brothers, when you read about King Solomon in the so-called Old Testament, you're reading about your future, right? The kingdom of heaven is going to be 144,000 King Solomons, and we're going to be on an even higher level than that. Yahushua said one greater than Solomon is here, and we're going to be joint heirs. We're going to be likened unto Yahushua, who's a upgraded Solomon. So when you read about this, it should put you in an ancient spirit, of course. It should put you in a spirit of remembrance of how we used to live in Jerusalem. But it should also put you in a spirit of this is what we have coming to us. What the brother just read, that's how King Solomon was living. But that's really an inkling tapping into just a small smidgen of what we're going to have on an even greater level. We're going to have entire bands, live bands. Our women are all going to sing songs about us. We're going to have dominion over the nations. Just every Israelite, every Israelite of the 144,000, you're going to have levels, of course. There's going to be niggas with hair buns are going to be pretty low in the kingdom. But the men that are teaching, as it tells you in Matthew 5 and 17, they're going to be great in the kingdom. So you have this to look forward to. You guys, Marky.
All right.
I want to say this too. Every Israelite in the kingdom of heaven, I'm talking about woman, man, and child, you're going to make Warren Buffett, Floyd Mayweather. You're going to make, all right, the elites of this time look like a welfare case, man.
Gone.
What your boy said, what Dave Chappelle said, Brian Gumble, what he say? He said somebody looked like
militant or something.
I can't remember what he said, but back to we're gonna make the top person as you can think of the Bill Gates and all these other characters out there. We're gonna make them look like I'm talking about lower than the low, man. We're gonna look like the guy that's under the bridge compared to what we gonna have. All right, them same curses of like our women. Back then it said our women wouldn't sort. It said our women in the curses didn't want to even have their feet to touch the ground. All right, they used to bathe in different oils. Them days coming back, man. All right, them days coming back. The days of having long hair. All right, the women had a sweet smell about them, man. Some of these women, you get on side of them in the line and get some goddamn chicken and stuff. You can smell. You just smell it. You can smell their hair. You can smell sweat. All right.
Yeah. It's pink lotion and failure, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in the kingdom, they're gonna go back to the old way, man. Women gonna take baths. Women ain't supposed to be taking no goddamn showers, man. Mm-hmm. Women took baths in oils, man. So it can get all up in I'm doing the shit.
All them cracks and crevices.
You gotta soak those crevices, man.
Yep.
All right.
Nook and cranny.
Yeah.
That was really women it's gonna go back to the old way, man. All right. And like I said, a lot of people mad, they're mad. Oh, that Bible. You really like nigga yesterday, you really believe in that Bible? Yes, we do. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. But go ahead, Art.
Yeah, what else we supposed to believe in? Black power? Like what else? What other document outside of the Bible is promising us peace, everlasting rulership, dominion over our enemies? What else are we supposed to believe in? What the Nation of Islam, the Democratic Party? What else is there? This what we're reading, what we're about to receive. This is a promise from the Most High. The Creator of heaven and earth promised us that we're going to have an easy life in the kingdom, and blessings are going to overtake us. But we're not supposed to believe in that because the word "believe" has "lie" in it. You can't spell "believe" without "lie." Like you dumb nigga. Anyway, hit that Deuteronomy 30.
He just learned that 2 days before getting out of prison, man.
Man.
He just started reading and spelling.
Yeah, that's the first word he read.
Yeah. This Deuteronomy 30:1, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Most High thy power have driven thee.
Right, and that's what we're doing right now. We're calling to mind the blessings and the curses. Now, the brother just read Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter. That was when Jerusalem was experiencing blessings. We had the highest so-called middle class in the history of the world. All right, there was when King Solomon was ruling, so-called poor Israelites were still living so well that the heathen were like, man, these people are royal, man. And we're going to go back to that. The lowest level Israelite is going to be a god on the earth. Literally, all right, like the elder said, the brokest Israelite is going to make Warren Buffett look like a charity case because, first of all, the money's going to be real. It's going to be backed by gold. silver and land. It's not going to be monopoly money. There's not going to be recessions. There's not going to be, okay, the Israelites are rich one minute, and then the stock market's going to crash. Then the assets are going to be worth 3%. Like right now, the United States dollar is worth like a penny of what it used to be 100 years ago. It's like, it's lost like 98% of its value. That's not going to happen in the kingdom. You're not going to wake up one day and gold is just not going to have, like, what? This is madness, man. Yeah,
we learning that now. All right, of coming into the law, statutes, commandments, having camps. We building on a low level. We're building the economics of the kingdom right now, man. Having a tithe system. We on a low level. That's how the kingdom of heaven is going to be, like the brother said. It's going to go back to the old way of having the fruit. You can pick off the vine. You want a strawberry, you can just go take the shit, man. No, it's not gonna be like over here. You gotta get bottled water, bottled fucking water and packed in plastic that you got small particles. You drink plastic all the time, man, making you sick and different shit.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna just be is what it is, man. I want an apple. I'm just gonna get an apple, man. Somebody cooking, they just gonna eat, man. It's gonna have a nice time.
Yeah, it's gonna be like boy, It's gonna be like
I'm gonna go scoop my hand and get some water, man.
Okay. You're gonna be able to drink rainwater that's not cancerous. All right. Yeah. It's gonna be like that nigga Tupac and Poetic Justice. He just showed up to somebody else's family reunion. That's how the kingdom gonna be. Every party like is a family reunion because we the 12 tribes of Israel. You're gonna be related to somebody. Show up and eat, man. It is what it is.
You ain't gonna have start destroying the earth. You're gonna have these 2/3 busting bottles, crackheads got graffiti everywhere. You ain't gonna do that shit in the kingdom, man. You ain't gonna be how nasty you are, man. A lot of you niggas, I watch a lot of you niggas. You niggas is nasty, man. Car crash dead. The door handle got all type of dirt around the motherfucking and shit, man. You niggas ridiculous, man. Baby Pampers on the line. Man. You laughing because y'all brothers seen that shit before, man.
No, for real.
Take a wild boy, pit bull. He got a hat wrap on the back of his fucking hind legs. He's so skinny. All over the shit.
Hey, y'all can learn. The one thing you missing too, it ain't gonna be no shootings at our gathering events. When Jay gathered together, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, somebody gonna die.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be straight peace, glory, and love all over the place, man.
And you're gonna get tired of shaloming people, man. Is there a way you can go at this shalom? It's gonna be like going in the country, man. I've been in the country, like part of Mississippi one time. I kept passing the same guy. Kept passing this. How you doing? I'm like, God damn, they don't talk. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Be beautiful, man. And in the presence of Yahushua, our King, that's gonna be a beautiful thing. You can basically converse with him. All right, you're gonna be at peace, man. You're gonna be looking over your shoulder, thinking you're gonna get killed. Thinking, like this brother said, shots gonna go off. All right, some wild nigga with a loose ass 40, loose barrel 40 going off shooting, man. Somebody had nothing to do with that shit, Some crazy black woman just fighting pussy hair. That's all you see. Breast swinging every goddamn well. Black feet kicking. You ain't gonna see that shit in the kingdom, man. Felicia gonna get off that dope, man. You ain't gonna. Felicia not gonna make it in the kingdom. You gonna come back in some huggies, some Hebrew huggies, man. Go ahead,
Yeah, she's gonna be somebody's daughter. Yeah. Bayan, get Isaiah 16:18 to back that up. But
got. I'm holding that. I'm on that right now.
Oh, come, bring it up.
This is Isaiah 16:18. Violence shall no more be heard. I was holding that. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy wall salvation and thy gates praise.
You got it up.
Yeah. So if your wall, a wall is a board of protection, or that which is put up, all right, to declare what shall be what inside and outside of it, man. All right, is a petition of separation. All right, like hey, a wall is there for to stop something and to keep something in, man. All right, and in the keeping in of that wall is gonna be praise. We gonna sing praise days and night, and the men gonna bring the other nations gonna bring things to that wall, and they can't come past that wall, man. They gonna give it in. All right, they gonna, you know, the heathens gonna bring their
Just read
the
verse 16.
Gentiles gonna bring the forces of the Gentiles, they do everything. And guess what? They're not allowed past those walls, man. All right, that's where everything cut off for them, because beyond those walls are peace, everlasting peace, salvation. And those people that's coming up to those walls, they bring what? Violence. They bring what? They don't keep the law. All right, they bring none but what? Darkness and confusion, man. All right, because contrary to popular belief, the other nations gonna still be heathens in the kingdom. All right, it's not like they gonna unheathen themselves, man. All right, you got it, brother.
Yeah, the brother read Jeremiah 31 earlier. It says, "This covenant will I make with the house of Judah and the house of Israel." Nobody else gonna get the new covenant.
Yeah.
Which that's a whole nother lesson. But Kalai, you say you had one?
A covenant, if I could say, a covenant or contract, which you know the Lord have made with us, that was for ease, man. That was to ease our minds while we wait to get into the covenant, or better yet, that refresh covenant. All right, it was made to what? Ease and relax our mind, because like it said with Abraham, the covenant be not disannulled, man. All right, because why? He gotta get it. So that eased the mind of the Israelites that coming after Abraham. We automatically tied into the covenant. That should ease your mind, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Comforter. The Holy Spirit comforts us, knowing that we have these promises in writing, which is what a guarantee is. The Holy Bible is a guarantee from the Most High to His
That's
people.
right.
You say you had one, Kalai?
It kind of passed.
I'm on
If
one
it come
too.
back around, I'll bring it out.
Okay. You say you had one, Samaki?
Let me pull it up here.
We're gonna get back to that Deuteronomy 28 too. So hold that.
Okay,
You got that.
it's Psalms 2 and 8. Well, I start at 7. I would declare thee the decree. The Most High saith unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So yeah, it's going back into that, that joint, being joint heirs with Yahweh Shah, man. He's gonna get heathens, and so we're gonna get heathens too. Like I said, the fields need to be tended to in the kingdom. The crops need to be picked, harvested. The grass need to be cut at the palaces. The windows need to be clean. So these heathens gonna do all that for us, man. It's gonna be a real vacation. Not like how Jake came over here, and made this hell a vacation. We're gonna have a real vacation, man. We ain't gonna have to lift a finger if we don't want to.
Okay.
And all these other nations outside of Israel gonna do it. And they're gonna do it with a smile on their face.
Or else.
Mm-hmm.
I got a precept backing that brother up.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 49 and 22. Thus said the Lord Yahweh thy power, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick upon the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Okay, beautiful. These heathen are gonna bow down to us, because how are you gonna have an easy life if you have to work hard? Like, again, this society, because everybody's slaves, they glorify this hard work, makes you a good person and all of this. But really, the hard work you're supposed to be doing is laboring right now, so that you don't have to labor at all in the kingdom. And in the kingdom, the heathen are going to do everything. They're going to build our palaces. They're going to build things by hand. Everything's going to be handmade. We're not going to have any any cheap Chinese products that are going to fall
Okay.
apart after 2 weeks. All right, the heathen are going to have continual employment, as it tells you in Ezekiel. So when you go back to matter of fact, in that Deuteronomy 28, read 4 again.
I'll go down to verse 4. All right, it's Deuteronomy 28 and 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Right. Now, let's say you have 100 acres of land, and you have like just a whole bunch of cattle, but you don't have any slaves. How is your cattle and your land going to be profitable unto you if you don't have anybody to tend to the cattle, you don't have anybody to plant, to till the land, you need slaves, man. You can't just have a bunch of land and a bunch of cattle and it's just you. Like, how are you gonna make any money doing that? You need slaves, man. You need people to work for you, to work on your land in order for it to be blessed. So when you go back to that Psalms 2, we're gonna inherit the heathen, and the heathen are gonna do all the hard labor. And there's nothing wrong with that. Jake got a problem ruling over the heathen. They don't have a problem ruling over you.
And just like what led up to the Civil War, you can still see remnants of it down here in the South. That's why the South was thriving so goddamn much, man.
God.
All right, it still in a way thrives because of the farmland and cattle and the slavery they had going on, man. Which that whole war was set up by the elite bankers. They funded the whole thing. All right, you know we ain't gonna go all into that, but it could be proven, right? And guess what? A lot of those so-called kids, grandkids, they're still living off that same money today. That's to show you how the South was thriving off out the backs of our ancestors, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So that's how important slavery is to a kingdom, to a nation. And it's gonna come back in style again, man. You know, it's gonna come back in style. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the reasons they don't teach economics in school, actual economics, is not only so they could keep everybody broke, but to keep everybody dumbed down. If you actually knew how economics work, you would know that the only reason that America became a world power is because they enslaved so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We funded the Industrial Revolution. We won the Civil War. All right, Jake fought in all of these wars. Actually, enslaving the Israelites is what gives you an empire, is what gives you a kingdom. All right, the Persian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, Greece, Rome, any world power has Israelite slaves, and that's why they become a world power off of our backs, blood, sweat, and tears.
Even Egypt. Why did Egypt become a world power back then? Why the pyramids built?
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, off the backs of Israelites, mainly, preferably Joseph, which is his Egyptian name was Imhotep. Right? That's how Egypt became great. Them long head, tall ass Egyptians ain't know a goddamn thing, man. Basically, them niggas ain't know how to survive. They got the knowledge from us. All right? Every nation did. And like I said, I got books in here for days that will show you when them goddamn raglan ass crackers came into the west coast of Africa as a whole, and made them agreements with them Hamites, them true Hamites, and they made those Arabs build them slave ships. They knew who they was getting, man. They knew exactly who they was getting. You was getting the apple of the Most High's eyes, a special people. That's how America became what it is today, what it once was at one time, a thriving nation. Fucking built them damn railroad tracks, man. Them Israelites to these buildings.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, the whole
white man at all. Ain't nothing he done great. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, the whole infrastructure of the society, Wall Street, that started with Jake. Jake was sold on auctioning blocks. All right, the prison industrial complex. Right now to this very day, all of these Fortune 500 companies, they make money off of slave labor that Jake is doing in jail, man. Walmart, all of these stores. There's no
Jake make them in jail, man, for Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
I got a pre-backing that up.
You got it.
It's Isaiah chapter 65, and I just start at verse 21 to get to the point. It says, "And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit, and they shall not plant, and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. It's kind of backing you brothers up, man. Every everything that has prospered, within these different kingdoms was built off our backs, the backs of our forefathers. And the Lord just, put it perfectly right here in Isaiah 65 that that'll never happen again.
God, it's going to be a complete reversal of the curses.
That's right.
That's all a blessing is. It's the opposite of a curse. A cursed life is what we're living right now, so we can learn righteousness, we can learn equity, justice, mercy, just learning right from wrong so we can rule properly in the kingdom as gods. We can keep going on that Deuteronomy 28 art.
Okay, you want me to go back up to verse 2, or you want me to go down to 5 then?
You can go to 5.
Okay, all right, it's Deuteronomy 28 and 5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Right. That's talking about the economy, the keeping of the house. Your basket is going to be blessed. Every business you start is going to prosper. It's not like here, Jake get a business plan, get a proposal, get a loan. He open a business. If the business is thriving, everybody loves the product, everybody loves the service. But Jake out of business in 2 years, man. We cursed here, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, like it'd be a grand opening and a grand closing all in the same week.
Yeah. A liquidation sale like 2 weeks after you open.
Right, good. Verse 6. Okay. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Right. You're gonna be born blessed. You're gonna die blessed, which we're not gonna die, but you're gonna be born blessed, man. Your children are gonna come into the world just already blessed, already having a great name. In the kingdom, you're gonna be known as whatever your name is, Bon, your father. All right. In this society, man, Jake don't even know who his father is. And if he does know his father's probably a dirtbag, a loser, somebody who's not keeping the commandments, somebody that don't have any knowledge. So you don't even have a masculine role model to look up to. You might just have some random nigga might have had a beard, a herringbone, but he's bugged out of his mind, man. In the kingdom, all your children are gonna come from righteous men. Every Israelite that's born is gonna come from a righteous stock. So they're gonna be blessed. You got it.
Okay. Verse 7. The Most High shall cause. You want to go and pull yours then?
No, I'm gonna wait that to you. I'm
okay,
trying to say.
All right, verse 7. The Most High shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
Right. Now we know that first 1,000 years, there's going to be a lot of foot to ass, so to speak. There's going to be a lot of Israel putting the heathen in captivity, and there's not going to be any Israel's not going to take any losses. All right, it's going to be, as the scripture tells you, a small one is going to be like King David, and the 144,000 is going to be like the angel of the Most High. So when you read this, you have to know, okay, we're going to go to war, but we're not going to lose. We're not even going to, no Israelite man is going to die like putting the heathen in slavery. It's not like you're going to, it's hard to explain. Like, we're just going to have complete dominion. We're going to have total power. We're going to have spiritual bodies, and everything's going to run smoothly. The heathen are going to get down or lay down, and it's not going to be any, like on this side, you had the slave rebellions, you had, Haiti, Toussaint Louverture, you had Nat Turner, things like that, but they ended up dying, man. You rebel against Esau, you have a so-called victory, and then you die. That's not going to happen in the kingdom, man.
I got a brief for you too, brother.
You got it.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 44. It says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Forever. Backing up what Kaya was saying, these people, these people that have a kingdom now, they got to look over their back. They got to watch the
They gotta
prophecy. They're bugged out. Even though they're in rulership, they know that their kingdom is temporary. Just like King Solomon. When you read Ecclesiastes, he owned the whole world, but he knew that it was temporary. Like, man, Israel's about to go down. The heathen about to come into power. So he was still, he was in his power, but he was like,
Yeah,
man, this,
Vic.
yeah.
When I read it, the last verse said I had maid servants, music, musicians, all that shit. He said, but all of it was vanity, man. He still couldn't find people.
Yeah.
But Solomon, which is Yahweh Shai, he's gonna finally find peace with all those same things again in the kingdom of heaven. He's not gonna. It's not gonna be called vanity because we're gonna have it. We're gonna possess it. And one of you brothers can get for Amawai too. I know it's lengthy, but it hit home to everything that this brother going into tonight. Which all of us is Zechariah 8. You can read 1 to the end, man. For the brother. I would read it, but I'm kind of a little stuffy and stuff, man. Trying to get it for the brother.
What it is again?
You got it.
8 and 1. You can read it to the end. Going into the key. You gotta believe.
I'm already there.
This is what days in the kingdom of heaven gonna be like, man. We're gonna possess this. The Lord's not gonna be mad. Come on, man. The Lord not gonna be mad with us no more, man. All right, which he didn't took his anger away from the nation of Israel for us being the elect. All right, he's not gonna be mad with us, man. But go ahead,
This is you said Zechariah 8 and 1.
Yeah.
This is Zechariah 8 and 1. It says again, the word of the Lord Yahweh, the Yahweh, Lord of hosts, came to me saying, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, I am returned unto Zion and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof.
Right. Just imagine that. Like in this society, man, children are a prey. You got all these pedophile organizations snatching up kids. You got children getting hit by cars, stray bullets, so-called stray bullets. All right, none of them are innocent, but in the kingdom, man, your children are just going to be. First of all, you're going to have an abundance of children. I don't know if you're still holding that Isaiah 60, but you're going to have read that real quick and then jump back to the Zechariah.
This is Isaiah 60 and 21. It says, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord Yahweh, will hasten in this time.
Right. Every Israelite man is going to be a progenitor of a nation. You're going to have nations that come from your loins. And the Zechariah 8 and 5 proves that there's going to be sex in the kingdom for these bug outs that say we're going to be floating around in the sky. All right, where are children going to come from? If there's no sex in the kingdom, how are there going to be boys and girls playing in the streets? Where they're just going to pop up? It's going to manifest? Like, no, they're going to be born through labor, man. Which women aren't going to have labor pains in the kingdom either. They're just going to squat down. It's going to, bam, lineage.
That too. We going back to the old way of that. Ain't no more laying in the bed having a baby, man. You go like the person, you gonna squat. Because back in the day, you used to have a stool that a woman used to sit on, and the baby used to come out no pains, man. Smooth.
Easy.
Easy. Ain't gonna be laying.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that stupid shit going on, man. Which that's caused pain and deaths to the woman too, man. All type of problems too. That's Esau with that shit, man. All right?
Yeah, C-section and shit like that.
Yeah, epidurals and shit.
Epidural.
You put the needle. Oh. hitting you in your spine with, man. You getting paralyzed. You ain't getting feeling in your right ass cheek till 3 days later, man. Come on, man. You're going back to the old way. All
The
right?
easy life.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going in that Zechariah.
God, if I could add to you with that verse 5 too, I remember telling y'all brothers also something that get added to it is that like I said, just imagine all them children out there playing and everybody door open. Like it's that's how much trust in the trust that's gonna be put upon us inside that kingdom, that every door gonna be open and we gonna know where our children at, we gonna know what's going on, where's that, and we know that everybody is safe. It is not gonna be no worry, no drama at all. Like that shit gonna be beautiful, man.
Yeah, your children can go by another brother's house. You ain't got to worry about wild Mr. Wild Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
wild perverted uncles. Yeah.
all right. You ain't got to worry about him, man. You ain't got to worry about pedophiles in the kingdom. You ain't have a crime app, a sex offender app in the kingdom. Let me get on the shit. Find out who all the sex offenders at. It's dots all over you. I seen that nigga before, man. Ain't gonna be none of that in the kingdom.
Yeah. You're not gonna have bugged out chap lip jakes that look like they need to register that are hawking around your sons, you know. And I remember when I first came into truth, one of the first videos I saw was the Dallas camp. They were going into how, your son will be able to run off, play. You might not see him for a couple of years. He'll just come back with a bunch of gifts from random Israelites, man. That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom. Like time is gonna be nothing to us. It's not gonna be like, oh, I gotta do this at this o'clock. I gotta do this week. That time is just gonna be. We're gonna be immortal. So you have hundreds of sons. You might go a year without seeing one of your sons. It's not gonna be like, oh, my dad's a deadbeat. No, it's gonna be like my dad's ruling the universe.
Yeah, you read a low level part of that with Tobias, man. When Tobias went off with Raphael, his dad like, oh, who your people is? Oh, okay, go off with him. You know what I'm saying?
Because there was order. Going back to what Kaya said earlier, when you create order, that creates an easy life. So when a whole nation is ordered, when a whole kingdom is ordered, your children can go anywhere. You don't have to worry, okay, what is this person going to feed my son? What is this person going to do around my daughter? What is this person going to teach my kids? Maybe they're into some kind of voodoo, or maybe they're, there's not going to be anything in the kingdom to corrupt your children. So they're going to be free to actually enjoy their childhood, man.
You know something too? Because I don't know if you brothers remember this, man. Some of you brothers real young, but I remember being in school, had etiquette class, etiquette coming back, man. The older women, the women gonna teach the daughters and the younger women how to be women. All right, how to cross their legs, how to wear a dress, how to be soft and feminine. And the men men as little boys, you're gonna learn how to be men. You're gonna learn how to conduct yourself and have order, how to have conflict revolution or conflict resolutions, man. Etiquette. That's coming back in style, man.
Yeah, we're a nation of kings and priests.
Yeah, the apostles taught us etiquette, man. You got brothers that's been in this thing since they was like young men, and their whole time they've been learning from men thousands of miles away through videos of how to be men. The Bible teaches us how to be men. All right.
Yeah, class is coming back to the earth, man.
Yeah,
right? We're a regal people, man. Even when we go out to restaurants, man, everybody love us, man. Because we don't bring a nigger energy into people's restaurants, man. We're just a regal people.
Yeah, we were chilling with Benjamin last night, man. Benjamin just said, man, y'all eat first, y'all pay me later, man.
Yeah, Benjamin cool, man. He howling,
Was he?
But yeah, you keep going on that Zechariah.
God, this is Zechariah 8:6. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
Right, notice it says remnant. It says remnant. Not every Israelite values this word. Not every Israelite is comforted by the prophecies. This is all for the remnant. And those are going to be the men that are going to rule in the kingdom and have the easiest lives. But like the elder said, every every Israelite's going to be rich. But you can keep going.
Verse 7. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country.
Woo.
And I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And they shall be my people, and I will be their power in truth and in righteousness. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, let your hands be strong, ye that hear in these days these words by the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of the Lord Yahweh of hosts was laid, that the temple might be built.
We're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, hear these words by the mouth of the prophets. Keep going.
For before these days there was no hire for men, nor any hire for beasts. Neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men, every one against his neighbor. But now I will not be unto residue of this people, as in the former days, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due. And I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things.
Right, to possess all these things, man. The increase, the vine, the fruit, the ground. That's talking about everything, man. Everything comes from the ground. That's why when you go into like the Romans, they would worship Pluto, which was, that was the god of the earth, because that's where riches come from. All right, gold, silver, food, grain, everything comes from the earth that you need to survive. So real wealth, when it says the ground shall give her increase, that means we're going to be just balling out of control in the kingdom, but it's going to be in righteousness. It's not going to be on some, I have a little bit more money than this nigga over here, so I'm good. Our whole nation is going to be rich. Keep going.
And to go add with that brother too, man, everything comes from the ground. The computer that you on, all that shit comes from the ground, man. Everything. And like the brother going into, we're gonna have full possession of all that, man, and some more. The Lord gonna open up that Pandora's box to us, man. All the secrets, all the know-hows of everything, how this move, how that's manipulated, we gonna know it, man. All right, we're gonna have our it's gonna work on a full capacity instead of half capacity. Now you got GMOs, we got all type of GMO splice gene foods. You got shit fucking your brain up, man. Radiation, aspartame, all the different sugars and shit, and mess your mind up. Red 40 messes your brain cells up and shit. So it's gonna come a time where we're gonna have a full capacity of our minds. We're gonna have thoughts on top of thoughts, man. We're gonna remember shit from, blow for blow, man. Then we're gonna have that gene, like gene, she can like, even it's in the scriptures, man. How was that gene ability where he can read motherfuckers' minds, man. That's why the scripture said he's for I think he said that
he perceived their wickedness. He perceived their wickedness.
Wicked Pharisees and Sadducees, man. He could read them niggas' mind when it was even coming up. I know where he's going at. Even with the woman said when they came with the adultery thing to the woman.
Yeah.
He was already on top of that, man. Long time ago. All right? We're going to have that ability. But go ahead, like you got it. I didn't want to keep going.
We're going to have the same power as Yahweh Shai, man. He's going to be, on an even higher level. But Kabar, get Ecclesiastes 5 and 9 real quick to back up the elder. And read that verse 12 again.
What is Zechariah?
Zechariah 8 and 12.
Okay. This is Zechariah 8 and 12. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due.
Right, now it says the ground shall give her increase. Now, Kabar, read that 5 and 9, Ecclesiastes.
All right, so Ecclesiastes 5, verse 9. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field.
Right, the king himself is served by the field. So the king is served by the grains, the gold, everything you find in the earth, and that's going to belong to us because the earth was made for our sakes. The earth was made for the Israelite man to enjoy, starting with Yahushua all the way on down to the 144,000. So we're going to be served by the earth, and that goes into the heathen too. Because again, if you have all these acres of land, but you don't have any slaves, what good is it? You're going to spend 20 hours a day mining your own gold, planting your own crops, tending to your own. Like, no, man. How you going to enjoy life if you tilling your own land all day? So of course we're going to have slaves. But read verse 13 and that Zechariah, and then we're going to jump back to Deuteronomy 28. Try to wrap this up.
It's Zechariah 8 and 13. And it shall come to pass that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong.
It says, ye shall be a blessing. So the nation of Israel itself is going to be a blessing. We're going to be overtaken with blessings, and we're going to be a blessing to the earth. Right now, Jake is a curse. Jake is just a walking example of what not to be. In the kingdom, all the nations are going to learn righteousness from us. All right, these heathen men, they're going to know how to establish their own houses in order by watching us. These heathen women, they're going to know how to be women by watching Eve, man. She's going to be in her right mind. So we're just going to be a living embodiment. We're going to be Zion in the kingdom. We're going to be the blessing. You can go back to that Deuteronomy 28.
Bible Gashad, you got a little more than that though. Bible Gashad,
you want to keep going on the Zechariah?
Yeah, if you can leave, he got a couple more to go. At least you can, yeah, they got some more meat in that on that bone.
Keep going, Bayan.
Keep rolling. Come. It's Zechariah 8 and 14. For thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, as I thought to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I repented not. So again, have I thought in these days to dwell unto Jerusalem and to the house of Judah? Fear ye not. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. And love no false oath. For all these are things that I hate, said the Lord Yahweh. And the word
it's not going to be, no Israelite is going to have an evil thought against his brother, man. There's not going to be any wicked, covetous thoughts. We're going to all be rich, and no man is going to look at another man and covet what he has. Like, man, how come he got to ride that? Why, man? Fuck that nigga, man. I'm gonna just rob him, man. Like Jake thinks on a real demonic, envious spirit in Babylon, man. That's not going to exist in the kingdom. Even if you so-called rich in this society, which none of our people are rich, but the so-called higher up Jakes, the Jay-Z's, the Floyd Mayweathers, they have to live in constant, like I can't go around my own people. Their own family members want to use them and come up off them. They can't go to you can't live anywhere near Jake if you have money. You just become food. That's not going to exist in the kingdom. You're not going to be like, man, I got to move to the suburbs and get away from these niggas. There's not going to be any niggas.
What's that one guy, NBA Beaston or something like that? Light-skinned cat. He had the loan. I forgot the dude's name, man. He was talking about how his family did him when he went to the NBA and shit.
That's everybody's story. Not just him.
Money or something.
About Delonte West.
What his name?
You talking about Delonte West?
Oh, it's another dude. He talked about how his family just took all his money and shit, just doing them bad, man. Mom ain't bad.
Beasley.
What his name is?
Beast. You said Beast. They got Beasley, the light skinned dude with the tattoos with the braids.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
forget his first name, but his last name Beasley though. He ain't in the league right now.
Yeah, you see it when you watch these NBA drafts and NFL drafts. The family members, the cousins, and them niggas jumping all in the camera like they just won the goddamn, the Super Bowl or some shit. Like you say, we gonna be able to enjoy our wealth. Them niggas can't enjoy that wealth, man. Everybody digging down the back of their goddamn neck, asking for everything. Michael Beasley.
Yeah.
That's water.
Yeah, Jake come up off on a little money, man. Everybody they start rubbing their hands like Birdman, like, man, yeah, okay, I'm gonna come to him with this plan, this scheme. Right, look, I'm gonna open 100 barbershops. I'm gonna open a wing stop. I just need a little I need a little investment money, brother. You know, help a brother out.
Hey, I'm like, hey, cousin. That's what you go.
Yeah.
Cousins. Every cousin pop up out the blue. You know.
Yeah, you have a million cousins. You're gonna think you're in the kingdom. You got so many. I'm related to so many Israelites. Yeah. Yeah, man. You want to get more than that, Zechariah, or you?
But see, you can at least finish off at 19. Cool.
I'm reading 17 again. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor, and love no false oath. For all these are things that I hate, said the Lord Yahweh. And the word of the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, came unto me, saying, Thus said the Lord of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness, and cheerful feasts. Therefore, love the truth and peace.
And there you go, Bayan. We're gonna have cheerful feasts, man. Ain't gonna be no goddamn shootings. Fighting, pushing going on. We're gonna be able to have a cheerful feasts when we do have high holidays and gatherings and get together. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Music, dancing, right? And love, man. It's really gonna be that in the kingdom of heaven. What they say, a star-studded night, man. It's gonna be that, man. Everybody's gonna the top gonna be there. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. It'll be like every day. It's gonna be the first day of the kingdom of heaven. All right.
It's gonna be new every single day. We talk about that all the time. It's never gonna get old. You're never gonna get bored in the kingdom. Every day you're gonna see new animals. You're gonna see new. It's gonna be. Just think about how many children you're gonna have. Now, all your brothers are gonna have a bunch of children too. So you're constantly gonna be going to weddings. You're constantly going to be meeting new righteous Israelites. Brothers gonna have their own personalities. You're never gonna get bored in the kingdom. It's gonna be a perpetual arrest for our people, man. And it tells you in Proverbs 13 that only by pride cometh contention. So when we gather amongst each other and none of us are full of pride, that means none of us are gonna fight, not gonna argue. Nobody's gonna try to. There's not gonna be any reason for any nigger moments in the kingdom because there's not gonna be niggas. We're just gonna be a nation of righteous kings and priests.
And if I can add too, no more of them fucking shiesty family members and shit that's trying to get over you, trying to finesse you, and shit like that. Stealing from you. Come on, man.
You leave your scepter. You get so whopped up, so full of joy. You leave your scepter. It shit don't get returned back to you, man.
Yeah.
It's still, man, that so and so crown his scepter or some shit he left. His rubies, his jewels, he gonna give it back, man. Ain't gonna be none of that shit going on, man. Hey, brother, keep that shit, man. You found it, keep it. You know?
Or you throwing parties at your palace. Then you got your cousins in your back room taking your jewels out the back door. You know, stealing your furniture while you're gone.
We literally in a captivity right now where really blood don't mean shit. Your own blood from your father, you hear me, a part of your seed around your family line, they'll snake you in a minute if it's for their advantage.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because we're cursed. But in the kingdom, we're gonna be blessed. So let's get back to that Deuteronomy 28 and wrap this up.
Related, man. But the will of Yahweh Shem Rashai means that you a family, man. This is what makes you family.
That's right.
Blood of your people, the blood of your people in your actual in this kingdom, they just related to you, man, by blood. They're not your family.
Yeah, they're just relatives.
Yeah. I didn't have brothers. I didn't see and had brothers do more for other brothers in the truth than my family ever did, man. You know?
Big facts.
Okay, Deuteronomy 28:8. The Most High shall command the blessing upon thee and thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thy hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Most High thy giveth thee.
Any business you start is going to prosper. Again, unlike here, and you're not going to have to struggle. And right here, you got to fail like 2 or 3 businesses, sometimes 4 or 5 businesses to have a profitable one. In the kingdom, every business idea, boom. Okay, I'm going to have this heathen do this, that heathen do that. It's just going to instantly work. Keep going.
And the Most High shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep thy commandments of thy power, so like of the Most High thy power, and walk in his ways.
Which we're gonna do. Keep going.
And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by thy name of the Most High, and thou shalt be afraid of thee. And so 11, and the Most High shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, and the land which the Most High swear unto thy fathers to give thee. The Most High shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thy hand, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow.
We're not gonna go into debt. Or it tells you in Proverbs that the borrower is servant to the lender. So if we're gonna be lending to the nations, what does that mean? They're gonna be our servants. They're gonna have to pay us back, man. They're gonna live in a perpetual state of owing Israel because it's our planet and they're living on it. It's only right. Keep going.
It's gonna be like the days when you watch Goodbye Uncle Tom. A lot of those slave movies. I forgot 12 Years a Slave. One of the main parts of 12 Years a Slave. When I think girl, I forgot her name, her real name. She ain't coming there with a full thing, a sack of cotton and shit. It was one of those movies where the guy was like, "Look, I got all these different sacks of whatever it was, cotton," and he was like, "Okay, now it's time for me to pay you." He went to paying the guy. He went to taxing him. You use my wagon. You use this. You use that. You use this. Use them, and it came out to the guy had nothing. Well, we're gonna do them heating the same way.
That's right.
So, really, you ain't gonna get paid, man. Paid what? What are you talking about? Paid? No, you don't get paid nothing.
Yeah, you got a debt to work off. We built all your kingdoms, so you building our kingdom. That's fair. That's an even trade.
That's right.
And after 1,000 years of slavery, you still got to pay tribute to the nation Israel, man.
Yeah,
so
you're never gonna
be. Yeah, you never gonna really be free. Never.
No.
Verse 13.
Hey, they really will own nothing and be happy.
God, right?
For real.
Right.
We're gonna own them.
Right. Verse 13. And the Most High shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Most High thy power, which I commanded thee this day to observe and to do them, and thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I commanded thee this day to the right hand or to the left, to go after other powers to serve them.
So again, when you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verse 1 to 14, you're reading about the kingdom of heaven. You're reading about the kingdom of King Solomon, but upgraded to a level where there's no sin, there's no Israelite that's ever going to go off. The northern and southern kingdom are never going to split again, and the heathen are going to be in total dominion, man. You're reading about your past under King Solomon, but more importantly, you're reading about the near future when America is destroyed. So just work hard in this ministry now so you can enjoy the easy life, Jake. The easy life is not climbing a burning ladder, as brothers say, trying to make it in this society, which is about to be destroyed anyway. That's a recipe for a hard life, trying to make it in Babylon the Great right before it's destroyed. You bugged out. So, the brother had anything else?
Just add what you said right there. So like that shit, it's just stupid just to say, work hard for the next 40 years of your youth and then chill when you old and fragile and about to die and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, what kind of deal is that? You give away the best years of your life in exchange for Jake don't even make it to 65. That's another hustle. The so-called black man, he got an average life expectancy of like 45 years old, but you don't get your retirement till you're 65. Like, what? That's a hustle, man. You paying into a system you're never gonna. But Jake want to stay here though, man. Jake want to stay here and be a nigga in America.
Yeah, to work is a curse, man. Going back to gym, we want to work. That's why Judah had us, they talk shit about Judah. They say Judah is lazy. Yeah, nigga ain't lazy. Nigga just we wouldn't deserve it, man. We built everything here in America. What the hell you talking about? But but going back to Genesis, the curse that the Lord put on Adam as was going on. What did he put in there? He put the curse. He put the curse in there of labor, hard labor, man. Supposed to be working. The man supposed to, and this is the height. I mean, really, even with us, aging and shit, we supposed to live that full day, really forever. We supposed to live forever, man. Supposed to be sitting up here working. You 40, 60 years old, you broke up, like the person, you all broke down, tired. You just go buy a Corvette, the shit that you ain't gonna even enjoy, you're gonna die, man. You work in these plants and different shit, gonna get asbestos, all type of shit wrong with you, just catch a heart attack, man. You die, man. You ain't enjoy shit. In the kingdom, we're gonna enjoy some shit, man. We ain't gonna get them spirits, get all tired, worn out. You see Jake worn out, man. Jake need the blue pill. We ain't gonna need no blue pills in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
We're gonna get business.
That's right. Been clear.
Eve gonna need them new bodies, man. Eve gonna need them new bodies.
Yeah, she gonna chiropractic and all. Chiropractic gonna be one of the top things going on, man.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, man. We're gonna get with this.
Yeah, he gonna love it.
Yeah, she hate it now, but she gonna be in her right mind.
Yeah.
Let me get this off the comment board. This the brother Quashab, Shabbat Shalom. This Isaiah 14:3. Okay. This is Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made a slave. Right? He's gonna give us rest, man. Everlasting rest. We're gonna sing on our beds. Not gonna have any problems with our families, our children. Not gonna work ever. My son works. That like you see your son working, you're gonna be like, man, my son bugged out. What is this? Oh, Dad, I was reading about work, like how y'all did in America and Babylon and Egypt. I just wanted to try it out. I was just playing. Like, okay.
I want to see that over again.
That's gonna be a real thing with us, man. Let one of them Hamites make our son pick up the broom. Our son playing with him. He just, hey, what is this? Just put the broom up, and you walk by and you see that shit. Man, put it to death.
Yeah, put it to death instantly on site. Yeah. On site.
Right then and now.
He is man. I don't hear that shit. Put him down. Put him down. My son working.
Yeah.
Gotta go, man.
Yeah. Kingdom gotta go, man.
Right.
Our daughters, hey man, your daughter's gonna be, precious, man, in the kingdom. Your son's gonna be precious to you, man. It won't like the Lord say. We can, have you want to. That I ain't gonna have to get it. The one where the Lord say, "There's 9 things I hate in the tent." A man may enjoy his kids. We can't enjoy our kids, man. And also the man see the downfall of his enemies. We're gonna get all that in, son. Roughly paraphrasing,
Yeah, we're enjoying that now, and it's gonna transition into the kingdom. As things get worse for our enemies, they're gonna get better for us. And it's important to have that wisdom and knowledge to keep you stable, because we're clearly about to get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the Lord gonna bring us to the whole full process of times of old. Your daughter growing up to a marriable age, you giving her off, because when you're gonna teach out. Well, we already gonna have the law, statutes, commandments. They're gonna have certain attributes about your daughter. You're gonna give her off. You're gonna know what you're giving to another man. I'm giving you my daughter. She's right. We're gonna have the families meet, the ceremonies, all that's coming back in the style, man, in a righteous way. All right. Our son's going through the process of being married off. All right.
Yeah, in the kingdom. In the kingdom, a wedding is going to be a reason to rejoice. Here, a wedding is depressing because the man, he marrying a hoe. It's going to end in divorce. Weddings are depressing. And they just finished freaking off the night before, so-called bachelorette part. Like there's no reason to celebrate a wedding in Babylon. But in the kingdom, man, hey, you Jakes, when you get a chance, go watch a Nigerian wedding, man. They be getting down, man. It's like a whole big production. They dress everybody matching crazy. It's gonna be like that times 100, man. We're gonna really rejoice when your daughter's marrying, a brother's son or whoever, man. Your sister getting married, your brother getting married. There's gonna be a reason to rejoice.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
gonna get
family.
that whole thing back, man. When you we ain't gonna have like the breast. We gonna have these women that got more miles on them than a Toyota Camry, man. We gonna oh wait. Imagine getting something new. Like Jake love that Xbox or that PlayStation 5, that unwrapping process, man. The smell of the new smell of it. We're gonna do that with the women. Unwrap. I'm talking about she's wearing it. You're gonna get the unwrap her in the chambers, man. Smell, smell whatever she smell like. All right, that's coming back in style.
That sweet smell coming back. That's right. Instead of stink.
You ain't gonna get that Honda Civic, that 94 Honda Civic. That shit worn, all the bushes and shit worn out, man. That's how a lot of these N-dubs be running around here, man. Worn out. And it works the nigga on Craigslist, man. Nigga got a 94 Honda Civic. He want 10,000 for it. Nigga, you crazy. 300,000. That's what they put themselves up there to. And the only apostles and my man, he up there in the spirit world right now. He exposed the shit. KS, Yes. Kevin Samuel, he exposed the shit, man. Hey man, we gotta drink. We gotta. We meet that brother, man. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right.
Yeah. He in his right mind now. It's all good.
Yeah, he gonna be taken. He gonna be looked out for, man. Yeah, for real. He gonna be looked out for, man. So go ahead, bro. That's a whole nother. Go ahead, Art.
Yeah, the marriages in the kingdom are going to be crazy, man. Jake is going to be genuinely happy to join families. Everything's going to be in righteousness. It's going to be the best. It's going to be an enterprise, man. The family is the first business, and marriage in the kingdom is going to be so ordered and run so smoothly. Not going to be any divorce, no heartache. Your woman's not going to be in the kingdom singing Mary J. Blige and Summer Walker. All right, you niggas aren't going to be playing Summer Walker either. You're going to be in your right mind too. So, Abarat, this lesson was edifying to the elect, and Abarat was comforting too. So we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shabbat Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.